If you've battled addiction, you know it's rarely just about the substance or behavior, whatever the addiction was itself. Often beneath the surface, there are deep-seated issues like a struggle with self-confidence or a profound feeling that your own power, your autonomy was somehow taken from you at some point in life. And then this cycle can continue as you struggle to try to break your addiction and feel like, again, you now don't have autonomy over your own body or mind, struggling to quit the addiction. It's an exhausting fight, and the shame and frustration can feel overwhelming. So this session is for anyone who has been on that journey or is on it now and wants to address the emotional roots that have contributed to addiction struggles. And we're going to explore how to gently release feelings of low self-worth and reclaim your inherent sense of power and control and autonomy over your own life. So a quick second for an important side note. This video is for addressing the emotional roots like self-confidence and autonomy that underlie struggles with addiction, but it is not a substitute for professional medical treatment, therapy, or recovery programs for addiction. If you're struggling with addiction, please go seek guidance from your qualified healthcare provider, therapist, an addiction specialist, AA, NA, one of the groups that deals with your specific addiction. This method is intended as a complementary tool, but it's to help support your overall healing journey. So for today, we're going to open our heart and mind to knowing that you are worthy, have an absolute right to your own autonomy regardless of any addiction or how long it had control of you. If you're still struggling to break it, it doesn't matter. That's what we're here to break today. So see the description box for a few articles on the research, the science on how this works to help us rewrite our neural pathways. And for yourself today, see where you are on a 1 to 10 scale so we can check back in after and compare where it's at. Look, it's perfectly natural if you get overwhelmed. So just let that emotion or memory or sensation that's in your body somewhere, just, let it come up, acknowledge it, just see what it is. Let it process through as you keep tapping and breathing deep. And then when you're ready, get back to also repeating after me. And anywhere that fits, if you want to swap in your addiction, you can, or you can just say the words how I do. Your brain knows what you mean, whether you say craving or specifically the drug or, alcohol, gambling, eating, gaming, lying, stealing, whatever the addiction might have been. So that's it. Just tap with and repeat after me. Even though my past struggles with addiction were rooted in painful emotions, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though not being able to stop made it feel like my autonomy had been taken from me, I deeply and completely love and honor myself. Even though shame and powerlessness from addiction often overwhelmed me, I acknowledge it all and begin bringing myself healing. Even though these deep roots of my past struggles seem impossible to heal, I deeply and completely love and support myself in moving forward. Addiction has left me with extremely low self-confidence. It was constantly out of control feelings. The need, the craving to do the thing. The shame of wanting to stop and not being able to. Then that craving hits again. It felt like there was no controlling it. I, in my own body, couldn't control it. It felt like my autonomy was taken. All the struggles of this addiction feels like a heavy cloak I could never take off. A powerless feeling I just can't shake. Eating clean, I feel like that autonomy can just be snatched away from me again. Feeling like I didn't have control of my own body was scary, frustrating. The longer it went on, the easier it was to believe I wasn't enough. Enough to matter, enough to ever get myself to quit. That feeling like everyone's staring at you because they know you're an addict. And somehow still feels like I'm invisible. No one cares because I'm an addict. It's like I got to a point I didn't even care about me. I didn't have control anyway, it seemed, so why bother? I bother because I know I am worthy. So I reclaim my self-confidence now. Because I know I am as valid as anyone else. Addiction, struggles, and all. I take back my autonomy now. I take back my life, my future, my choices for me. Releasing all past shame now. No one part of my journey defines me. So I begin acknowledging my inherent power. All that it took to get through life having an addiction. All that it takes now day by day to continue bringing myself healing. I do that now. I choose peace and healing for myself. I release any negative trauma, fear, or judgment. I let go of any shame or pain about addiction or that caused addiction. I drop it all now, release and let it all go here. I'm okay, I'm safe. I continue healing, building a new foundation of self-worth. Reclaiming my autonomy now. Every day I find myself more confident in my own skin. Day by day, I am reclaiming my own autonomy. I recognize easier every day that I am inherently powerful. I allow myself the knowledge I am worthy of a life of freedom. I allow myself to be guided towards my highest healing. I honor myself, my entire journey, with self-love and acceptance. I am confident in my autonomy more and more every day. I free myself from all past struggles. I acknowledge that I am in control of my healing journey. I honor the autonomy I have given back to myself through a commitment to healing. I embrace healing in all of the many amazing forms it may come to me. I release myself from my past, and I embrace myself truly and completely now. Take a deep breath. See where you are on that 1 to 10 scale now. Healing the emotional roots of addiction is an immense physical, emotional, and mental journey, and you are incredibly strong for doing this work. You absolutely deserve a life of self-confidence and the autonomy that you might have lost that caused the addiction or throughout the addiction or still feel now. And to the gentleman who requested this by email, I'm not sure I hit the nail exactly on the head of what you were going for. So please feel free to comment or follow up on your email. Maybe there are additional phrases that would help based on memories or emotions, things you say to yourself or you've heard others say that are sticking with you, feelings you have, anything along those lines. And the request for this video has led me to at least 6 or 7 other titles, but it is a process for me to sit down, think through how each one is different and may also reinforce other videos. And I do the titles before I actually write the script and then write the description that goes on YouTube, and then I finally get to recording and then editing and all that good stuff. So it's definitely a process. But addiction is definitely a topic that I feel has potential for many videos, much like my Speaking Up playlist that I have, or the weight loss or weight loss surgery playlist that I have, because they have numerous topics also. Weight is an addiction of its own, whether through eating too much or starving and exercising ourselves too much. And just like any other addiction, whatever one we're talking about here, for whoever is watching this, it can stem from childhood trauma, adult trauma, negative core beliefs, fears, a single incident that may have happened. Anything can drive addictions. And because of that, I'll attempt to cover as many as I can think of as they come up for me while I'm brainstorming. But that said, if there's something I can help you with, then please do drop a comment and I can try to get to that particular area of what's driving the addiction or what you get stuck with or what triggers you. That particular topic sooner, knowing that there's somebody who's watching and it would immediately benefit. So do remember that tapping is a process. So it may take a few rounds. It is literally rewiring neural pathways from negative thoughts or reactions to sounds or smells or thoughts or names or memories, and it rewrites those negative into positive, or at least just neutral, so it doesn't trigger the same behavior or the craving or the need. And so if you have time today, go back again now if you can, or give it once or twice a day until you have this issue down to a 0. Definitely subscribe and notified. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified as I put out new videos. And do share this video in any forum or chat group you may be a part of for your particular addiction. And as well, any comment or like, even just an emoji, keeps this in the algorithm and would hopefully get this video in front of someone else who's looking at the same content and searching for the same healing that you are. So yeah, I do hope this helped, and I'm glad to see you here. You absolutely are worthy of the time and the effort from me and from you. So yeah, take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Later.